was unshaven and fat. Moved very slow, always said no. It's my cheap ass DJ. Wasn't that great? Showed up super late. It's okay, I got a cheap DJ. His gear didn't work, his wife was a jerk. I guess you get what you pay. Didn't know my songs, was wearing a thong. Fell asleep twice, disappeared thrice. It's my cheap ass DJ. Wasn't that great? Showed up super late. It's okay, I got a cheap DJ. His gear didn't work, his wife was a jerk. I guess you get what you pay. Want my money back, but his boss had a heart attack. Guess I'm shit out of luck. Wish I gave a fuck before hiring my cheap ass DJ. Wasn't that great? Showed up super late. It's okay, I got a cheap DJ. His gear didn't work, his wife was a jerk. I guess you get what you pay. Want my money back, but his boss had a heart attack. Guess I'm shit out of luck. Wish I gave a fuck before hiring my cheap ass DJ. Wasn't that great? Showed up super late. It's okay, I got a cheap DJ. His gear didn't work, his wife was a jerk. I guess you get what you pay. Wasn't that great? Wasn't that great? Showed up super late. It's okay, I got a cheap DJ. His gear didn't work, his wife was a jerk. I guess you get what you pay. Wasn't that great?
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Hey, how we doing? How we doing? Yeah, that was a bop, right? That was a bop. Oh, welcome to the DJ show. I'll tell you what. I had 3 versions of that song, and I sat here for like, good 10 minutes trying to pick which one I wanted. The AI is getting amazing. Now, I wrote the lyrics, okay? I wrote the lyrics. We got ourselves a certified banger. Oh, man. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the DJ Shit Show. I need this track. I got to tell you guys, I wrote that this morning. I'm having, it's so much fun. If you haven't already, somebody sent me this idea. And like right away I thought, oh, that's cool. But then I thought, well, I don't know if it is or not. So hear me out. He sent this idea of sort of using that software to recap the whole event. So like you as the night's going on, you write lyrics like things that are happening during the ceremony, things that were said during the speeches, and then just sort of like have the couple's name in it, and then whatever style of music they really liked, like if they're a country group or they're like EDM, then you have it write like a song, and then you towards the end of the night you play it, and just kind of see what the reaction is. Like, hey, we got a song for you guys. This is this kind of is gonna sum up the evening, and then the couple will hear their name in the song, like Travis and Ellie's wedding or whatever. I don't know. What do you think about that? What do you guys think? I thought that was a really interesting idea to sort of, customize the night for them. I don't know. I thought that was cool. I do look handsome today, don't I? Thank you. Thank you. It's amazing what a shower and some good effects can do to a 40-year-old man. DJ V, what's up, bro? What's up, Chad? Steve, what? Oh my God! Every time, Kevin, I'm on the air. Actually catch one. There. What do you mean? I actually catch one and immediately on defense. I know it's gonna. Do you love that title? Don't you love that title? Oh man. I hope this stirs some shit. Morning, Daniel from New Zealand. All right, bro. Super cheesy, so couples will love it. Yeah, I mean, you pour on the cheese. Anything, I think if they sat there and you kind of did that and they heard their names through the songs, like it's Travis and Allie's wedding. Hey, remember that speech where the best man talked about how he fucked his neighbor? how he fucked his neighbor. I think they would really be down for that. I think they'd be down for that. I don't know if I have the guts to try that out though. It's an interesting idea. Interesting idea. All right, I got a lot to talk about today. Yes, as you saw the title, I'm gonna take a massive shit on multi ops today. I'm coming for you. It's your turn. And then we'll do single ops after this. But right now, multi ops. We've got the lights on you. The lights on you. And I'm gonna lean in hard, okay? So some shit happened, and it's not good. It's not good. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad you're able to be here for the first time. Also, shout out to new members. Had like 3 new members join last week. Thank you so much. Oh, that just cut out real quick. There we go. All right, there we go. So new members. Obviously, guys, that you hit that join button, it supports the channel, sends a little cash my way. But like I tell you, I was sitting here for the last 2 hours putting this together. Okay, because I got a lot of fun stuff for you planned. Anyway, yeah. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We're gonna talk all sorts of shit on the multi-op today. You guys, your comeuppance has finally arrived. First topic though, I want to talk about YouTube ripping. YouTube ripping. It seems that this comes up a lot in our community. I think I saw somebody recently say, "Hey, a bride asked for a specific song. The only way I could get it is on YouTube. What do I do? Can I email Chris Brown? Is he gonna write me back? What do I do in this situation?" And some of us were in this situation. I had a couple that wanted a Childish Gambino song that was only on SoundCloud. There was like this specific version that they wanted. And all this is gonna be allegedly. All these things that we say are gonna be allegedly. This is a safe place, everybody. By the way, let's see. I don't know how many people are here. There's 30. There's only 4 likes. What the fuck? Let's go. Let's get those up. I don't have my button anymore. But yeah, there it is. Get that up. Let's go. Hit the like button. Or are you just waiting? You just wait to see what's you got cooking. Oh, my boy Book in the house. What's up, Book? Good to see you. Watching you live in high school? Oh my god. All right. Make sure you got headphones on, because this is definitely a rated R show. Oh, what? Are you a student? Aubrey, are you a high school student watching this? That's interesting. This is definitely an R-rated television situation show here. There we go. Here comes the likes. Thank you so much. Okay, we got a multi-op right there. All right. So YouTube, what do you do in this situation? You got a couple that's like, "Hey, I need this song," and just it's all right. I do it. All right, and this is all allegedly, but I've been in a situation where like I need it. That's all there is, and I'll click on it. Is there a way to buy it? Okay, I'll say that. Sometimes you click on it like, "Hey, buy it here," and I've done that. And I know some of you guys are. Who are you? There was like a thing going around. There's a version of a ceremony song that's like $65 or something right now. And I was lucky. Like my bride bought it. She goes, "I'll buy it and I'll send it to you." And I was like, "Sounds good to me," because it was like it is like $65. Um, so I wouldn't take it if that was the case. If there's an option to buy. Now, if there's an option to buy, just buy it. As a creative, okay? I would lump myself into that category. We do things that I offer for purchase. I sell my playlists, right? Huge mistake, by the way. That store is such a pain in the ass. I always get these emails. "I bought the playlist. Where is song?" What do you mean, where is song? It was $5. You don't get song, okay? You buy song, I tell you song, play. That's how this works. I don't understand. $10, no song. Yeah, $10, no song. Okay? That's because you gotta buy the goddamn songs. It's just a fucking list! Christ. Yeah, $65 song. Yeah. It's what is it? Somebody, I'm sure you guys know what it is. What fuck, what one is it? Ironically, I think it's like some mix of it's like a cover and then like a worship song or something. Oh, I missed what Audrey's. Oh, yes. Oh, a student and a DJ. What's up? Hey, how awesome. Hey, guys, let's give a little, show some love to Aubrey in here as a student, a high school student. And instead of learning math, which is bullshit, she is here hanging out. My wife just goes, "Don't say that." She's hanging out with DJs to learn the craft. I effing love it. I love it. Shout out to Aubrey. All right. That's amazing. Thanks for being here. I'll tell you as a past student, uh I don't want to set your trajectory in the wrong direction, but um you know, I was big into theater, so I put all my eggs in that. But I just kind of, I wasn't the best student. All right, I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm not telling you not to be a good student. Be a good student. Try hard. Try your best, Audrey. Aubrey, try your best. But then once you get out of there, before you go and spend 80 grand on a college, maybe figure out, I like this DJ thing. Give it a shot. I think start your own business. I'd always say that. Anytime you get a chance, start your own business. That's the best part about America. So far, as of now. You can start your own business and you can thrive, baby. You can thrive. Um, anyways, thanks for being here. Awesome. Okay. How'd I go from preacher to F bomber? Oh man, that is a long ass story. I'll get into that some other time. But yes, I just spent $60 at a ceremony I saw called Enchanted. I wonder if that's it. Is that it? Is that the one that you guys I can't remember. Oh, you're not a girl. Why is your name okay? I just assumed someone's gender. Oh shit. Fuck! Oh, I just got canceled. All right. You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? Fuck you, Aubrey. That took a turn. What the hell you got? What is that your name? Or are you under some other anybody met a lady? A guy? I don't know. Where are you from? Where are you from? I want to get you on the show now. Aubrey, where are you from? Put in the chat. Where are you from? That they're calling their boys Aubrey. I get your parents on the goddamn stro here. What are they thinking? Oh man. I had a good run. I had a good run. I knew it. I always fucking knew my mouth was gonna ruin it for me. I always knew my mouth was gonna end it. No, it's not. Since when? I've never met one. I've never met one. Well, and that's not true. Right here. I don't. Okay. That's it. Drew just found it. I think it's the Oceans in the Cannon, indeed. That's the song. That's the $65 song. Oklahoma. All right, you're American. Okay. Is that true? Isn't Drake's real name Aubrey? Oh my God, let's find out. Oh wait, you just got fact checked and it passed. Drake's real name is Aubrey. Okay. All right. I stand corrected. I will do something no politician will ever do. I'm going to say I'm sorry and I got it wrong. All right? Uh oh wait, maybe I have been saying it as Audrey. Oh, I have been. Maybe I'm dyslexic. It's Aubrey. Oh, you're all good then, bro. I was thinking Audrey, like Audrey Hepburn or something. I have. So I'm an idiot. Let's move on. Um, let's move on. Yeah, it's the Ocean song. That's the $65 song that's going around that everybody wants to walk down the aisle to. It's not on YouTube. Pay for it. It's fine. Just buy it. It's just eat it up, and then you know what? Now you have it. Because I'm guessing this is going to be a trend that we're going to have to do all next year is have that song on file, ready to rock. But anyways, yeah, just if you can get it, get it. If not, it's all right. Just I'm not giving you permission. I'm not telling you to steal music. I would never say that. Don't steal music, okay? As an artist, that's the most frustrating thing. Don't steal music. But if we got to grab something off YouTube every now and then, it's all right. Um, which I just tagged you in a post in the DJ Help Facebook group. What from this? From what I just did to poor Aubrey? Let's get that right there. All right, let's go next. Next. You guys seen this? There's a new headphones that just got dropped. Alpha Theta. Our friends over at Alpha Theta have dropped some new headphones. Wireless. Wireless. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek at these. Let me get my thing. There it is. All right, here we go. Let's watch this. Let's take a peek at this one. Oh, with the new logo. What do you guys think of those? Yeah, so I'm with you on that. Like the one thing that makes me worried
What's up, CrossFader community?
is
Today we're going to
sorry, went to the next one. The one thing that makes me worried anytime I see anything wireless with headphones would be any sort of like lag. You know what I mean? I just that would you can't mix with any kind of lag. There's just no way. Mojack said they're pretty cool. Hmm. Yeah, so there's been a couple times where I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to be wireless. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think when. Once I start DJing, I'm kind of like there, and sometimes I'll get up and go walk around the room, make sure everything sounds all right. Um, I'll do something like that. But do I need to be like a loosey goosey? I got those Chinese knockoff IEMs that I wear now that are awesome. $20, and they go right in my ears. They fit right in. They like wrap around, and they go in. They stand out. They sound great, and it's got a really nice long, almost like a 6-foot cable that I have. So I used to with my V Modas when I had the full cans over the head. Someone would say something, and I'd have to go, and I'd be like, "What?" And it would like, ah! I was like that dog from the old Foghorn Leghorn cartoons. He was like chasing them and like, just caught, and the can would like bust right off. But ever since I had these with the longer cable, no problem, no problem. So I'm guessing that they're probably going to say there's hardly any latency, if anything, because that would be a problem. There's no way that they would release these, and there's like, well, there's like a 2-second delay. Like what? So I'm hearing it out of speakers, and then 2 seconds in my headphones. Like that would drive me nuts. That would drive me absolutely nuts. What do you guys think? Thinks it looks pretty dope. Yeah, see, that's how I don't know if you could scratch with those things on there. The theta phones. Oh, the theta phones. Oh, we're getting some pass. 10 millisecond lag. That's not too bad, right? I mean, that's kind of like that's not too bad. I guess if you're worried about the lag. Do you want your he says cool for your girlfriend? The ad was showing that. Do you think that I mean, do you want to be wireless with your when you're wearing and I know I've never tried to DJ without headphones. I'm not saying that that's like a thing where like, oh, you're not a real, we always put those into categories like you're not a real DJ if you're wearing fucking headphones. Like, why? What are you talking about? I'm so immersed in the experience, and I know every single song that I don't need to pre-listen. Give me a break, okay? Headphones are fine. I went away from the cans, because I do like to have just the little buds in the ear. It's kind of, I don't know. I feel less like a podcaster maybe while I'm DJing, having the big cans. Nothing wrong with it, I don't know. I think it looks a little cooler and I like being able to just like pop one out and I just like I pop them out of my ear and they stay right there because it got like the ear flap or the ear holder there. So if I want to listen, so I can listen to it, bump, bump, make sure it's right, out, do the mix, look at dun, 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 back in, right? That's kind of how I do it. Matthew thinks it's an absolute game changer. I have them on the whole wedding, one in the chest pocket and the other in the. Oh, you're talking about your IEMs. Is that me? I'm sure that's me. Yeah, I know. Uh, you use wireless in-ear monitors and have no issues. Cool. Use in-ears now. Yeah. Yeah. I like them. I maybe I'll put a link to mine in the description. Put the Amazon link in there so you guys can see the ones. I have two of them now. I bought a second pair for my mini system. I'll make a video on that. Show you guys my little mini system I have with the Touch Mix Tour Pro, and that case I got. It's like the case is from At Case, I think, and it's all like the Velcro felt inside. And then what you do is you put Velcro on whatever you got in there on it, and then you can set things wherever you want. And so that's my little mini system, and that mini system is for like small gigs. And then if I have like a room that has, I need to be in like one room for dinner and cocktail, and then the other room's to dance, which I bump into all the time. So now I have like a nice system with the touch mix, and I love that Mix Tour Pro. It is so fun. It's legit. I would say I'm not gonna, pick it up if you want to, but if you're looking for a little mini, just to fun, I've been using it even to help me like prep. I'll have my laptop out and I'll have the mix tour ready to go if I need to set cue points. Yeah, you can do it on a laptop. It's better to do with the controller. You can just pop, 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 and you can listen to it and I can try something out real quick. As I'm, running through their must playlist, like, oh, that would go well with that. Let's try it out. Bam. Ba da 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 da. It works, right? So, um, yeah, Mixtour Pro is pretty dope. um, I have let me just see if I can pull it up here. I will at the end of this. Oh, let me see what did Drew just tag me. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So I gotta pay for this thing now. Yeah, somebody did ask me for it. I will not give that away. I feel weird about doing that. Okay, the headphones. Oh, and there's a Prime Deal day coming up. Let's go to my orders. And the headphones are. I gotta search. Sorry, guys. All right. I'll do it later. I can't find it. So, anyways, those are the new headphones coming out. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Also, speaking of rumors, are we speaking of rumors? No, that wasn't really a segue. You guys see this? This was kind of popping up a little bit. You guys see this going around? Somebody dropped a little sneak peek at possibly the XDJAZ. I don't know what that stands for. Arizona? What are we doing with these names? Professional all-in-one DJ system. It looks gigantic. I don't understand with the why aren't they pushing the what's the other big one? Not the Omnis Duo. What's the big one that they did? Like the huge one they made. It's an all-in-one. It's like brown, it's curved. You know what I'm talking about? What the hell is the name of that controller? I don't know. But this thing looks massive. Another 4-channel all-in-one. When the Prime 2 went away, all the all-in-one controllers that were just 2-channel were gone. Gone after the Prime 2. They don't even make that anymore. I think I was the only guy that bought that thing. Um, I don't know why they gotta be 4-channel. I don't oh, that's it. Thanks, Chad. The Opus Quad. That was it. So, what's gonna be the difference between that and this? Because I'm guessing that the price point, I think the guy said it was gonna be like 3 grand. So it's gonna be like at least $3,000. That looks 3,000. And I get why if you need this, you don't need a computer, right? So if you don't need a computer, they got to build the price of the computer into this thing. Um, it better have Wi-Fi, better have Bluetooth. I wouldn't get anything like this. It's just too big. Maybe I don't know who this is geared towards. Maybe the club DJ. If it's for the club DJ, you guys are broke as fuck. You can't afford $3,000 controller. And I just don't know, like prepping and everything. Who's this for? Who's this for? Is anybody stoked when you saw this? I agree, dude. I agree that Prime 2 is dope. It was too bad that they bailed on it. Or I don't think they bailed on it. You just nobody was buying it. And it's too bad. That was a very, very I had so much fun DJing on that. Just the all-in-one. Just it was cool. Yeah, but Denon lost the plot. They lost the plot when they didn't get stems. They're taking so damn long to get stems going on those Prime series that people are leaving. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But I don't know. What do you guys think? 4-channel is dope for spin, stem, split. Yeah, the Opus Quad, Opus Quad. Yeah. Anybody good for after parties? This thing? Yeah, it's just so big. You want to carry that around? Oh my god, I don't know. I just don't know who this is for. I just don't know who this is for. Anybody? Did anybody buy? Anybody here have the Opus Quad? Aubrey, did you buy that? Bro, hold your breath, man. I know. I don't know what they're doing over there. Denon is just sitting on their ass. They're just sitting on their asses, just letting everybody go off buying their performers. The performers are selling well. Then this thing's gonna come out, and Denon, what are they waiting for? It's been 4 years since they brought those primes out, and they had the Prime Plus, and they've been teasing stems for so long. It ain't happening, guys. I just don't think it's happening. I think that they can't release the stems on the Prime Plus because they can't do it. They can't do it. I don't think they can do it. Oh shit. What's this? Okay. Guess who's here? Carl's on the line. Let me see what he's got to say.
Aaron, it's Carl. We got a huge fucking problem.
Oh, what's wrong, Carl?
Well, I got an email from your bride last Saturday, and she claims, and as of now, it's hearsay and conjecture, that you took a slice out of her fucking cake before they cut it.
What? What are you talking about? I didn't do that.
Aaron, come on, listen to me. You don't think that every now and then I don't go up, sneak a little slice out of the cake out of a wedding? Believe me, look at me, guy. I don't pass up dessert, right? Even when I'm at a restaurant, I see a couple that are enjoying a nice cookie, a nice flambe, maybe, something, creme brulee. I stick my finger in it. I stick my finger in a lot of things. But listen, look at you. It looks like you ain't passing up any cake either, guy.
Carl, what the fuck?
Look, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to collect.
Collect what?
Well, the $500 for the cake reimbursement.
I didn't eat their cake.
Aaron, listen. No one believes that you didn't slice up that beautiful 3-layer pistachio cream cheese buttercream cake.
Look, wait, we didn't even have cake at the wedding. We had buntinis. There's no cake.
All right, hang on a second. We'll get to the bottom of this. Sheila, I can't see a goddamn thing on this fucking desk. Hang on a second. I gotta move this big slice of pistachio cream cheese buttercream cake out of the way. Hang on 1 second.
Carl?
No. I'm gonna get it worked out on my end. I tell you what, maybe we get him down to $250, huh? I'll split it with you.
No, I'm not.
Okay, buddy. I'll take that as a yes. We'll talk soon.
All right, so now I gotta deal with that bullshit. Okay, so I did not eat this cake at this wedding. I will tell you though, this did happen on Saturday. The irony is, I can't believe that Carl hit me up for that. But the irony is that on Saturday, I have the photographer running in, and she's laughing, and I was like, but she's laughing, but in like a horrified laugh, right? And I was like, what happened? What's going on? And she goes, well, we went out to go cut the cake. I set it outside so that we get a nice picture. There was lights and it was beautiful, whatever. And she goes, we went out there and there's a big slice cut out of it. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, yeah, one of the aunts One of the aunts just was like, dessert outside. I think I'll have myself a nice slice of cake, even though there's cupcakes on the inside. And the DJ even said like 10 minutes earlier, don't touch the cake. She cut a slice out of the cake. She cut a slice out of the cake. So they just spin it around. Luckily, the bride and groom, they laughed about it. So at the end of the night, when I went to check in with them, I said, hey, everything good? You guys have fun? Like, oh, we had a blast. We had a great night. I was like, I hope it was okay with you guys that I helped myself to a slice of cake. And they both started laughing, like, oh my God, you heard about that? I'm like, of course I heard about that. Of course I heard about that. That is like the funniest shit I ever heard. I've never heard of anybody eating somebody else's cake before they cut it. Have you guys seen anything like that before? Hit the like button. Hit the like button if you've been through that or you've seen that before. All right. Anybody? Am I here? Am I on Vox? You're still here. All right, thanks. Nobody's talking. I hope the comments are still working. Let's talk about are they? Try to type something. No one's saying anything. Now I feel all alone. I feel all alone. Aubrey, write something, bro. Have you guys seen this? The average. Okay, so just no one's talking. All right, thank you. All right. The average money spent on a wedding in the United States got released. I thought this was interesting. The numbers here are wild. Amy and I think I've talked about this here. Okay, thanks. But what do we spend on the wedding? Ours. Honey? What do we spend on the wedding? What do you think? Ours. No more than $2,000? Okay. So we spent about $2,000 on ours. In Minnesota, the average is about 25. South Dakota, 40. They are living it up in SD. I had no idea these guys got some money. Wyoming, some cheap motherfuckers. $9,000. $9,000. Florida, 30. Texas, 27. I agree. It does seem a little low. Wisconsin, 26. Michigan, 27. 32 in Pennsylvania. 46 in New York. California, 77. 77. But that's because a loaf of bread is $42 over there, too. So I can't imagine having. New Mexico, holy shit. Oh, I thought it said 118,000. New Mexico, 18. 21 in Vegas. Oregon, 19. 23. Who's the most expensive here? Well, it's got to be California. Second. Illinois at 37. Maine at 31. I figured they'd be up there. All in their yachts, I say. North Carolina, 29. 32. South Carolina. 21 in Arkansas. That seems high. Just bring him on down to the Ohio's. We gonna make some pork sandwiches, and we gonna use every inch of that pork rind. I tell you what, we gonna eat toes, tongues, and tits. We eat it all. We eat all them parts of that hog. Hell yeah! And afterwards, we gonna have a little banjo competition. Oh man, that's why you don't spend more than $20 when your cousins are meeting. It's a cousin wedding. We only spend about $5 because we got to spend $10 on a fraternity clinic. All right. Oklahoma, 16. Kansas, Nebraska, 21. I'm shocked by South Dakota. I am shocked by South Dakota. Who's over in there? Who's over there working? I have never met a DJ at South Dakota. Is anybody working in South Dakota? Somebody in the chat, or you know anybody that works in South Dakota? Is that a market that is open? I mean, is anybody else salivating, thinking about heading on over to South Dakota? Playing the Black Hills? Stopping by old Mount Rushmore? What other cities are in there? Yankton? Where have we been in South Dakota? Yankton? What other cities are down there? I don't know. Kentucky? They save money because they don't spend money. Yeah, what's their at? Where's Kentucky? Oh, they're at 20. Mitchell. Yeah, we've been to Mitchell. What are some of the other tiny little states here? Saying. Yeah, Aberdeen. Huh? Oh, yeah. What's New Jersey? New Jersey says it's really small. New Jersey says 51. And Maryland's 29. Delaware's 39. Jersey says 51. Connecticut 39. Rhode Island. DC is at 40. Ohio 26. I think that's low for here. I think our average weddings in Minnesota are around 30, 40K. I just can't imagine spending that much money on a wedding. And then these people with these huge guest counts too. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. What's it like out of the US? What are your averages? I know there's some not. Wait, hey, where's my New Zealand guy? What's a wedding cost in New Zealand? I don't even know what your currency is. Alexa, what is the currency in New Zealand?
The official currency of New Zealand is the New Zealand dollar.
Eh, right, the New Zealand dollar. They're using a dollar. So stealing all names again, eh? Right, mate. Stealing a name. New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar. Who else is not from the US in the chat? What's the average? Yeah, it said 50. I think it said 51. That's all right, Breeze. You're just joining us. Anybody not from the US in here? Don't know where they're paying 77 in California. Bride and groom are usually cheap over here. Oh, really? Really? Oh, did I just set off everybody's Alexa's? Alexa. Yeah. Fuck you guys. Yeah, same, bro. I'm hoping to see that anybody chimes in. Are we all from the United States of America? Oh, it's not. It's worthless. It's worth 63. Oh my God. Don't vacation over here, bro. I tell you what, Ham, we're gonna go over there. We're gonna eat like kings. Get the whole fam. Get the mom, the dad, everybody. We're gonna eat like kings. I'm sure they got roos over there as well. Don't worry. We'll put another shrimp on the barbie. Oh my God. No, not me. No, our anniversary is December 14th. These numbers look different from the not. Yeah, I don't know where I saw that so different. I think I saw that on Twitter. That's interesting. Nobody not from the States chiming in? Nobody? All right. It's a lot. Okay. Let's get to our main topic here. Let's talk about you motherfuckers. Let's talk about you multi-op motherfuckers. DC in the house. All right. That's still technically America. Multi-ops. We need to have a heart-to-heart conversation here. Here's the problem. The problem is, some of you, and I know I'm going to assume that nobody here does this, and I think that's a fair assumption. Those guys, you guys that are here, you're doing it right. But you know that there are those out there, just like the single ops, giving you guys a bad name. But here's the problem: what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of complaints. Not from DJs, from people, from venues, photographers, mostly the couples. And their complaint is about their DJ and these big ass companies. And the problem is, you guys are sort of, and when I say you, look, these companies are booking out events like an airline. You're overbooking your flight, and you're just hoping that by the time it comes around, you got somebody good to go. That would terrify me, by the way. I could never do that. But what happened recently, I caught wind of a story that had happened out there in the wedding world, where a multi-op had a couple who had booked for their wedding, but his DJ backed out. And then it happens, right? So it was 2 weeks away from the wedding. And instead of the options, I feel like in this situation are this. Okay, you let the couple know, hey, the original DJ that you booked is currently unavailable. I also don't have anybody else available at this time to perform the service. So what I'm going to do is try to find somebody to do it for you. Are you okay with that? That conversation did not happen. Instead, behind the scenes, the panic happened. And a a person was selected to perform the job. Now, this owner also didn't do a lot of due diligence, and this person went out and performed a wedding, and it was atrocious. Everything went wrong. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. Everything. By the end of the night, lost complete control of the crowd. They were playing the songs constant coming up. Hey, play this, play this. He was a jukebox by the end of the night. A week goes by, nothing's heard, and then once the dust settled, maybe got the sand out of their toes at the honeymoon. They sat back and they were like, you know what? I think our DJ was a total fuck up. And they want their money back. They want their money back. So here's the situation. Who's the fault here? Is it the guy that came in to save the day? Is it the owner's fault? That's what I think. I think it's the owner's fault. I think it's the owner's fault. It's an owner's responsibility to make sure before they send out a DJ that they know how to do it. All right. I don't expect perfection. You're gonna make some mistakes. And the thing is, obviously, we've all made mistakes. I still mess up, right? It happens. But as long as the rest of the night is awesome, you're okay. But if you keep messing up, if you mess up the grand entrance, if your ceremony cuts out, your mic cuts out during the ceremony, you play the wrong song for her going down the aisle, then you call them by the wrong names during the night, and then you're late with everything, and then by the time you get to dance, you're not even a good DJ, meaning you're not playing good music. I think the couple's patience has run out. So a person needs to be trained. I'm curious for those of you guys who are doing this well, and I know that that you guys are doing this well. What is your training process? How many weddings does a DJ shadow? And then when do you send them off? When do you cut them out into the wild? I'll tell you what I would do. Well, this is what happened with me. I told you, I got hired by a big company. I went in. I didn't know anything. I don't know how to do any of this. They had me shadow 2 weddings. 2. On the second one, he let me play some music. So I never did anything on the mic. I just was coming up with my own ideas. And then I was sent out, and then I did one. And that was it. But on my end, what I did, I over prepared, guys. I was memorizing those top 200 lists of songs to play. I was talking to my friends my best buddy, who's a DJ back in Pittsburgh, Kev, always asking, what do I do? How do I do this? How do I say this? What happens if this happens? What happens, right? So I felt really prepared, and then when it finally happened, it went well. It went really well, honestly. Like, people danced and everything worked. I was using one of those CDJs that you had to just use a USB stick. So they trained me on these the CDJs with a USB stick that you put into it that you couldn't search. You had to scroll through letters. So if I want to play low, I gotta scroll to L and click that, and then tink and put it in. No cue point set, nothing. Just beginning of the song, end of the song. Let me scroll down here. Multi-op here. We only book about half our team on any given night. Smart. So that you have some people left over in case, right? Because that's the other thing. You don't want to be, what's the turnover? I'm curious what you guys do this. What's the turnover with your DJs? And how many of them have gone off and started their own companies? As that would be, are you training up your competition? The thing is, like, once you find somebody that's really good, I mean, eventually I feel like they're going to realize I'm pretty good at this. I could be making all of the money as opposed to 60, 70% of what I'm getting paid by my boss, even though they're taking care of all the, the stuff. And that's where your saving grace is. Okay. So I get to, you plan it, you do the meetings, you book it, you take care of all the money. I'm given the information, I go out and DJ. I know there's a lot of DJs out there like I'm cool with that, especially if it's not their full-time gig. You're a part-timer, that sounds great. But I think overbooking yourself, sending these guys out that don't know what they're doing. The thing is, when that DJ went out, right? When they lost their DJ, I think what that company should have done is been straightforward. We lost him. I'm going to send you somebody else, but they might not be up to snuff for what you're hoping for. Because yes, you covered the date, but that couple's wedding was ruined. Ruined. You get one shot at it. One shot. And we're sending out these guys that don't have any idea what they're doing. I feel vindicated, by the way. I love the fact that somebody went out to try to DJ a wedding, wasn't very prepared, and fucking failed. Thank you. This isn't easy. This job is not easy. Proved, right? A lot of people want to go out there. Aubrey, let me give you some advice here, bro. Now that we know I'm gonna get your gender correct. You gotta. All right. Don't just step into this thinking I got this. You got to be very humble when you're stepping into the business. Study, learn, watch videos, shadow somebody. Before I went out, I shadowed another DJ here in town who I knew was really good. Shout out to you, Joe. I don't know if you're watching, but he's one of my homies here in town. Joe introduced me to mixing. Before I went out, the other company said specifically in their training, don't mix. Couples don't want that. They want you to play the whole song. That's kind of right. You need to do both. There needs to be a good, healthy blend of both. Because even on Saturday, somebody came up to me and they were like, in like the first half hour, 40 minutes, I'm bam, 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 bam. I'm really quick. I'm quick mixing quick. Especially if I have a shorter dance. Saturday, I only had 2 hours. So I'm like, I'm going to try to squeeze in as many bangers as I can. And so I was just like, bam, 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 right at the very beginning, just to keep the party up. And then as they get more drunk, as we get going, we let more songs ride out. Somebody came up like, are you going to play the whole song or something? I'm like, yes, I will. Okay. So there's a little bit of it. That's true. There's a good mix. Don't just quick mix all night. I think eventually you will end up pissing off the crowd. There are some songs they want to hear the whole thing too. That's fine. But I watched him and he had me come over and he showed me how to beat match. He had this was the first time I ever saw intro and outro on the songs. And I was like, what are those? He goes, well, this is so that you can beat match. So there's 8 bars or 16 bars of an intro, and then you can beat match. You match up. And I was in, and he's like, just play. And he just let me play with his controller. And I was like mixing around. And I was like figuring out, I'm like, oh my God, it like opened my eyes up to a whole new world. So if you guys aren't out there mixing, again, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but you need to start mixing. You need to mix. And I'm telling you, it's more fun. Especially when you do something bitching. Especially when you understand phrasing and you start realizing how you can get the end of the song like that. The last word is said, and then the first word is started in the next song. And you get that flow, or you start layering drums on top of other songs. It's just more fun. Your crowd will have more fun too. Your crowd will have more fun. But sending these guys out underprepared is a problem. And then the other problem I'm seeing is like, well, your guys back out, and now I see a lot of brides going, we lost our DJ and we're 2 weeks away. It's a problem. It's a problem. Okay? I don't hear a lot of other vendors pulling out on couples. I don't see that a lot. I don't see, and I'm in not just DJ groups. I'm in a Minnesota wedding group, and I rarely see I lost my photographer. Unless there's some emergency. It's usually every time I see I lost it underneath, it's the DJ. We got to clean it up, people. Multi-ops are causing a problem. Now, I know that you guys are out there crushing it too. So I'm not taking a dump on you guys. So don't take this personal if you're out there like, I don't do this. Great. I know. You're good. You're covered. All right. I just hate seeing these people's weddings get ruined. And that's what's happening. They're getting ruined. Their special day ruined. Ruined. Let me scroll back up here. I hire other owner ops I know and trust. If needed, I take an agent fee, put the event under my own company name. Have them sign a non-compete. You know what though? I've heard that those are gonna start going away. I don't know where that is. But thought there was like a new law that was saying like you can't make people sign non-competes, and I don't agree with that. Why would they take that? Why would they make that a law? So I started business, which I have too. So let's take me out of the DJ business. I own this drama company. It's an after school program. So somebody down the street hears about what I do. I hire them to be my teacher. I give them all the material they need to go teach. They take all the material that I gave them, and then they go start their own thing down the street. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. But on the flip side, they just opened up so recently in our area, like we got what we call chicken corner. Mike calls that chicken corner. We got a KFC, we got Chick-fil-A, Cane's, Popeyes opened, and then a Dave's Hot Chicken just opened as well. That's 5 chicken places all within like a mile radius. It's insane. I'd be kind of pissed though, I'm not gonna lie. Chick-fil-A was one of the first ones there. And I kind of feel that way when I go to a wedding show. If I go to a wedding show, I don't want 50 DJs there, right? So I even asked that, like, how many other DJs you got there? I'm not scared of the competition. I just want it to be a little fair. I don't want 40 people there all like whoring themselves out to get deposits that day. So I'm for the non-compete. I think if you give somebody your trade secrets, you sort of train them, you teach them how to do this. We just recently watched the Judge Judy episode too, and she was on our side. A hairstylist. She trained a girl, and she moved. She left. She quit that hairstylist and went a mile down the road and stole like 4 of her employees too, and her customers. I don't think that's right. So I'm against that. I would have, if I ever went multi-hop, and I'm not going to, but I would for sure. I agree with you, Theo. I would. Oh, I don't sign non-competes. I went on that whole rant, and he doesn't do it. He's probably sitting there like, "What the fuck, Aaron?" I'm having a hard time reading today. You know what? I didn't have coffee. I switched to tea, and I think it's fucking with my brain. Oh my god. How many weddings do you have for next year so far? I have I'm booked at 30, 32, I think right now. And I just had 2 leads come in last night, but I'm already booked. So like my Saturdays are almost gone. I still have September 20th open, which is kind of wild. So, yeah, I know. Well, I don't know. Judge Judy forced it. I think if you have them sign it and you want to go take them to small claims court, um, if you have them sign a contract and they open up a business right down the street from you and are basic, and you can prove that like they stole how we write contracts, they took this idea, they got that idea, I did this, that, and that, and whatever. I think you got a case for yourself. It would probably be best for that guy to just go find another area. I don't understand that. Go find another area and kick ass there. Go to fucking South Dakota. They're paying 40 grand over there. Yeah, you can copyright your material. The thing is, like, you can do that, but then at the end of the day, they still have it. That's the sucky thing, right? So legally, you're protected here. But ideally, you're like, this guy's out there and he stole all my ideas. Has that ever happened to anybody, by the way? Have you been through this? Who's been through this? I maybe I'll interview you. I'd love to hear your side of the story here. Just interesting. Either you were the person that split off and started your own thing, or you had somebody that just totally fucked you. They took all your ideas and went and opened up a business like right down the street. If that happened to you, let me know. I'm curious about that. Yeah, the federal government outlawed all non-competes to help improve the economy after COVID. It's federal, so that's the whole country. So that's outlawed. You can't do. How did? What a bunch of dumbasses. So that's supposed to help the economy. Okay. All right. Well, they're sitting around drinking bourbon, eating fish sandwiches, and flying around the goddamn world on my dime. These motherfuckers. Teach your course, but sell your material through a website. Oh, well, that's true too. I still think that. Well, there's some things I hold. I mean, there's some things that I hold close to the chest that I don't share even with you guys. I agree with that. You can't own people. Um, I think that there's a statute of limitation on it. Like you can only have it go for like 3 years. You can't be like 20 years. You can never be a DJ. I totally agree with that. But I don't think it's cool to like work for somebody and then I don't even know if while they're out working, if they're promoting themselves. Do you know what I mean? That would be what would bother me too. Um, is knowing while my guy's out there under my company and somebody's like, "Hey, I really like you," and you're like, "Oh, cool, I do this on the side." Um, that probably would be a money thing, is what I'm thinking. Just if you got here, I think if you got a really good DJ on your team and you're like, "God, this guy's great. I'd hate to lose him." Just pay him a ton of money or her. So that's for you, Aubrey. Yeah, that's what I just said that. Yep. Treat them well. Treat them well. They won't leave. Take care of them. Don't cheat them. Empathize with them if they have family issues. If something comes up, look at them as people. I've had bosses, guys. I've had some shitty bosses in my life that didn't see me as a person. They saw me as an asset, right? And said that. This is when I was working in the church, by the way. So I'll say that. I had a boss go up on the stage and go, "People are assets. Use them until they're out." I fucking said that. That's when I knew, like, I think I'm running out of steam here. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. 67. Can you guys get me up to 50 likes? Let's go. Let's go. Get me to 50. Um, I've spent time showing my guys how to run their own business. They're on staff and I can book them through me, but they're free to go do their own thing if they want. Do you have how many of you guys do that? I'm curious. I think that's a cool idea. Just sort of hey, look, it's up to you. You do your thing. If you want to book your own stuff, that's fine. And I know that, so I do know that there are some guys that are like super paranoid, like they're over paranoid about this. And I think that's no good either. Like you don't want to be like, if I see your ass out at you know what I mean? Like, where'd you book that? I saw you picture. You went to a school. You played music at a school. Like, relax, guy, relax. So you don't want to be a psycho like that either. And that's insecurity. So there's a balance between not wanting to get ripped off, but then also being a very, very insecure boss. And I've seen that as well, where your boss sees you killing it. So let's say you hire an all-star. You send this person out and they're just killing it, an absolute natural. And the reviews are coming in and everybody's talking about how great Gary is, right? Gary's the best DJ I've ever seen, right? And Gary's 54 and he's fucking crushing it for you. Some guys get very insecure about that and they either tighten their grip or they start micromanaging or they, do something and then they frustrate that person and then they leave. So you don't want to be that kind of boss either. I've had that happen. I've seen that happen where somebody got hired and just knocked it out of the park, just crushing it, crushing it. And their boss got so insecure and got to the point, just chased him off, ended up firing him. And then they lost a lot of clients and people. It's a mistake. Have you ever seen Judge Judy's new... Jesus Christ. I don't want to see that. That'll ruin everything for me. That's one of my favorite shows, by the way. We always watch that. Dun, 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 dun. Well, see, I don't agree with that. That's a mistake also. non-competes to control employee salaries. That's fucked. Also, again, I'll say this. Um, there was a very secretness to salaries when I worked at the church. Like nobody talked about what they made. And Amy, are you here? Yeah. So I'll say this: like the first time we experienced this, it was like my first job. I got hired, and I think I told you guys this. My salary was offered to me. This is in 2008. All right, my first job, full time. The salary was $34,000. Right? Oh, I didn't know. Well, I was just gonna say, remember when so then one of my somebody in the business asked me, "Hey, what are they paying you?"
Yeah.
And I said 34, and he's like, $34,000. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus, help us. And we were sitting at a restaurant. He's having a full meltdown. Like, I can't believe they're paying you. You're getting that? I'm not fucking getting that.
It's a very awkward conversation.
It was so awkward. We're both sitting there like, oh my God. Sorry. I'm sorry. It was very hidden. And I'd get like 1% raises every year, if that. Not even 1%. It was like, we're gonna offer you a 0.2% raise, Aaron. I'm like, yeah, but my expenses have gone up 5%. Well, but we've got you at 0.2%. So there you go, buddy. Nobody talked about what they made. I had no idea how underpaid I was. I had no idea how underpaid I was. And at this day and age, now everyone feeling like everybody should make $100,000. That's the attitude in the world right now. Let's be honest. Everybody feels like they're entitled to $100,000. All right, it don't work that way. You gotta work for it. But as a boss, there's a fine line, right? Because now McDonald's people, they want to make $20 an hour. Okay. So what does that mean for us? Drew, thank you, bro. Thanks for the super chat. Tell us your secrets. I feel like for the most part, I do. Okay, this isn't a secret, but I'm telling you guys, this has been working for requests. Oh, print out your clients must playlist, and just when some old ass aunt comes up, and I can tell, especially when we're doing hip hop, and I can see that walk. They're in the back, and they're in their purple dress, and they're making their way to DJ. I don't like this music. Right? They're coming up to quack at me. I can see it in their hair. Their hair is just like, when are you going to play something that I like? Right? With a packed dance floor. I look at them and I politely hand over my list. I'm like, hey, you could pick anything you want off of here. And they look at it and they go, I don't like any of this. And I go, I know. That's why your song wouldn't work. Go have some cake. Go slice another piece of cake out of there, aunt. That's been working like a charm. What other secrets do I have that I haven't shared with you guys? I don't know if you guys do this. I have like verbiage that I use for the grand entrance, especially if I'm doing couples. I have like a list of 10, 12 different phrases to say. So you're not saying make some noise, put your hands together, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. So I have like a whole list of those little phrases that I use to help mix it up a little bit so that you're not saying the same thing during the grand entrance. I'll share some of those with you guys right now. And you can all thank Drew for this secret. He just paid. I'm a little whore tonight. Where's my notes? If I could pull the notes app up, thank you. I will share those with you guys, and then I'll tell you exactly how I do the how I say the couples names, wedding party intros. Here we go. So here's a couple I have. So, and I have them all here. Let's share my screen. I'll share my screen, and then you guys can see it. Hopefully this will work. There we go. Okay. There it is. All right, here we go. So here are the ones I have. I have let's hear it for blank, right? Give it up for, put your hands together. How about a warm welcome? Throw your hands together. Show some love. Make some noise. Don't put these two do together though. I think I told you guys that story. I actually said make some love one time for somebody. I goofed that up. Bringing down the house, crushing our dance floor is coming in hot. I always say that coming in hot's the maid of honor and the best man. And then here's what I say for the couple. And now, friends and family, it's time to bring them out. So grab your napkins at your table and wave them in the air for our VIPs tonight, the newlyweds. Blah 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 blah. So there's a little secret there for you. I'll show you this too. So now, I think I told you guys this too, but when I go to the bathroom or I leave my DJ booth, I swipe over to this on my note screen, and I just have that on my computer. So that's all that people see. Just that right there. All right. How's that? That's a pretty good secret. Let's wrap it up. Let me take a peek at the comments real quick, and then we'll head out today. Oh, sorry, I missed a bunch. I have to read it off of paper. Yeah, mine's written too. Yep. It's on paper. I use it in Vibo. In Vibo, I'll have it under the grand entrance in the notes section. I'll put all those little phrases and then the couple's names, and then have that at the end and just kind of read them. If I'm reading off paper too, I like to keep I double space it in Vibo so that it's not super close to each other. So I have a gap, and then I'll have a pen and I'll stick that next to the one I just said to make sure I don't get lost. Cause that's happened to me before too, where I'm like, oh, who are those? Who was that? Cause I'll watch them. I'm like, oh, that was fun. Oh shit, where the fuck are we? I don't want to do that. Where's get a bucket of mop for the Oh man. Oh, here we go. What's your advice on how to get a venue to recommend you? Yeah, great question. Here's the number one way. And when I hear people tell me that they're not on recommended lists, I just have one thing to assume. You didn't really impress them. Okay? That's all I got. That's what I'm going to say. You didn't impress them. So how do you impress them? Three things, maybe more. How are you interacting with them? Are you outgoing? You need an outgoing personality to do this job. I talked about this last week that the photographers, the photographers never say hi. Last week, it actually happened for the first time, but it was the videographer. They come in through the doors and I'm setting up and he walked right up. He walked right up to me and was like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm whatever, right? Yeah, I'm Devin. I'm doing the video today. What do you got for me, right? I was like, oh my God. As soon as I open up my mouth, maybe that video went out and they all started talking to each other like, you know what? It's true. We never say hi. We should start saying hi to the DJs. They're starting to pick up on it. Use your personality. Get along with the staff. Who's the venue owner? Hi, I'm Aaron. Nice to meet you. What's your name, Karen? Great. Any house rules I need to be made aware of. No drinks on the dance floor. Gotcha. When's the sound off tonight? You got it. No problem. Anything you need announced, let me know. I got you. I'll take care of it. Just bring them in on it. Let them know that you know what you're doing, and put them up as high as your couple here, venue right here. Unless they're being unreasonable, right? For the most part, they won't be. For the most part, they'll be cool and chill. And if you win them over, if you do a kick-ass job, if you're great on the mic, if you have a good dance floor, if you follow the rules, at the end of the night, a new place I go to, I'll walk up to them and go, hey, I had a great time here. This place is amazing. The acoustics are great. I really enjoyed working with you. Is it all right if I leave a card with you? I would love to work here again. And they'll say, absolutely. Let me have your card. This has also happened to me where if the person I worked for or was with the whole time left, I'll leave the card with the with the bartender or whatever, and then I'll do a follow-up email. I'll find them on whatever. The other thing you should do is shoot some video and tag them on your Instagram. Okay? Stuff like, I just did this last week, like, wow, what an amazing spot to have your ceremony. Or I said, this venue was worth the drive. And showcase their thing and tag them, and then they reposted it and follow you back. But if you're not getting on vendor lists, like on Saturday, my photographer took my card. She goes, you're my number one DJ right now. Not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying that if you're doing a really good job, that will start happening very frequently. It'll happen frequently. We don't accept vendor lists. They always try to take a cut. Oh, yeah. See, I don't pay for any of that. I wouldn't pay for it if I were. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I think that some vendors are realizing, like, I don't know what kind of venue would do that. You're really taking a risk if you're just letting somebody pay to be on your preferred vendor, because what you're saying to the couple is, we trust them, right? So that's not what happened. They paid you. They paid you, so now you're giving their name out for business. I don't agree with that. I mean, it's bad for the venue because at the end, you bring in some bad vendors and it looks bad on everybody. It looks bad mostly on you. It's like, you recommended this guy. This happened to you? You need some drywall done? Carl? You need some drywall done? And then you get your friend recommends, they do a shit job. Of course you go after the drywall guy, but then you're going after your fucking friend. Why you didn't introduce me to this chuck in a truck? He had no idea what the fuck he was doing. The Friday photographer introduced herself, and were you just like, oh my, thank you. This never happens. I appreciate that. This never happens. That's another big deal. I 100% agree. Get out of the venue efficiently. Show that you work well with the photographer, such cleanup setup. Yeah, if you guys are hanging out over an hour just to tear down, you will definitely piss the venue off. I've had them say that to me. I'm out before a lot of the guests are out. I'm usually packed up and done less than half an hour. Less than that. So if you need to find a way to like efficiently get your setup, but if you're taking over an hour to get out, you are definitely pissing the venue off. They want to go home, dude. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and you're wrapping cables and tearing down truss. And they're thinking, fuck this guy. I never want to see him again. A local venue charges $500 if a DJ is not on their vendor list. I've bumped into that too. That's probably the case where, wow. They've been burned, I feel like. I wonder how long that list is of vendors. Is it short list? Is it a long list? Fine. I mean, that's a deterrent. That price right there is a deterrent for the couple to be like, well, we would go outside. Well, we're just using one of yours. Obviously, if you recommend them, that venue has been burned by some kind of vendor. They have closed the door to the world. Right now, 2,000 is my cheapest wedding I'll do. What's up, Jeet? From Chicago. Okay. What's up from Idaho? You guys showing up late. Saying hi. I'm just scrolling up here to see if I missed anything. Is charging 2,000 for a wedding on the cheaper end of DJs or higher end? Well, that's my minimum for 5 hours, and that's no ceremony. No, I think you're in the middle, bro. I think you're probably on the higher end of it. I mean, just based on, I think what we all know we're charging. I think that, most DJs are between that 1,000 and 2,000. Once you get over 2,000, I think you start hitting into some territory of, okay, a little bit more exclusive, a little bit more premium. 3,000 is like, I had a photographer give me an interesting bit of advice, and I'm very close to following because I am booked for 30 for next year, so I think my rates should go up for sure. So I'm at 2,500 now, but I'm just trying to keep a pulse on the market too to make sure I don't price. What I don't want to do, speaking of venues, I don't want to outprice myself from my venue recommendations. So I'm on a lot of preferred lists for venues. I don't want to outprice the venue budget. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make sure that what my pricing works within the budget of the venues that are recommending me, because if I start out pricing myself, I mean, obviously, I guess I'll start booking other places that will cover that. So that could happen too. But so I was saying, like, should I go $29.95? And she goes, no, don't do that. Don't do the $999 thing. She said go 3,200 because what you're saying is like, oh, I'm not at least I'm not 4,000, right? So I think that's gonna be my next price bump is going up to 32 and trying that. And I experimented. I told you guys this. What was it? Early this year, one of my first streams was when I raised my rates. Um, I am booking fine, but not as many of the add-ons right away. But what I am noticing is that when I'm doing my final Zoom calls with couples, they're adding things on during that time. So early on, when I was cheaper, when I was like 2,000 for everything or 24, I used to be 24.95 wedding and a photo booth. Now I'm just 24.95 for just me to just do the wedding. And I'm not booking the photo booth out as much, and it's 500 for the photo booth. But I'm wondering if it's like, well, we got to the end, we got a little extra cash, let's get some add-ons. Does that make sense to you guys? Is that kind of what you're seeing too? Or do you have a lot of your couples book those add-ons? If you're on the higher end of that, early on in the booking process, I'm curious to see what you guys' thoughts on that are. Let me scroll back down. Oh, we got somebody from Belgium, Steve. What's the average? We were talking about what the average rate of a wedding here in the States were, and it was between like 20 and 50K. I mean, California was 77. South Dakota, rocking it at 40K. What is the amount of what's the average wedding cost in Belgium? I'm curious about that. If you were a multi-op, how much of that 2K would you give to the DJ? Oh, good question. Oh man. If I went multi-op, I'd raise my prices for everybody though. I don't think I'd stay at 2. I think I'd charge 25 even for them. And then I'd give them what, 17, 18, I think. Um, you know, 500 isn't enough to wet my beak. It's not enough for the stress of having somebody else out there. That's my thought. I don't know. So I'd keep the price up. Okay, Matthew's contributing here. Our wedding receptions start at 22. DJs make 1,000. I pay on average 45% if DJs use my gear. 45% of the DJs. Okay, well, so they're getting under 50%. Oh, it's a little greedy, motherfucker. But I get that. Like I just thought through it too. Like I wouldn't take. I would need more than 500 to. I would need to make. I think I agree with you, bro, on the fact like I need at least an extra $1,000 to send somebody else out. But if they're using my stuff, if they're not using my stuff, again, I still think 1,000. So then, yeah, they'd get to 14 or 1,500. So a little over 50%. I think I'd throw out their way. Your photo booth is down too, huh? Yeah, dude. Like I took it out so many times this year. And then next year, I feel like I'm hardly taking it out at all. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, I've been asked to do weddings for 400. Dude, don't do that. Well, I guess you're just starting off. 400 is too cheap for a wedding. If you, no, that's too cheap. When I first started in 2018, I was at 8. You should be at least 800 to 1,000. Nothing costs $400. Nothing. You can't go anywhere and get anything for $400. So the DJ who's bringing speakers, your MC skills, your music skills, your ability to read the room, your ability to bring the party, we make or break this whole event. All right? If the food is shit, it doesn't ruin the wedding. If the DJ is shit, it ruins the wedding. I was telling Amy last night, we should be $10,000. 10. Everything that we do, hauling speakers out into the middle of the fields, putting wireless mics on people, playing the songs, organizing them when they don't have a planner. When you don't have a planner, guess who's the planner? We are. What do they make? I should make what they make. We should make $10,000 at these things. At least 5. I'm vowing. Who's here? 76 people. Thanks, guys. Get me to 50 likes, please. Can you get me to 50? Come on. Help a brother out. Or Carl's gonna get mad at me. I'll bring Carl back on if you guys don't give me 50 likes. How about that? It's a threat. I by this time next year, I'll be charging 35. All right. I should be at 35. Don't sell yourself too short, even if you're just starting out. 400 is way too cheap for a DJ. Vince pays this guy's 30. Yep, but they use their own gear. That would be a thing that I'd say too. You got to have are we still at 69? 69 dudes. We're at 77. Oh shit. But at least how about get me to 69 likes? That'll get Kevin horny. Kevin came in horny. Jesus. Came in. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. He's probably sitting in the meeting. Sitting there rock hard. 40%. Oh, the 360 booth. I haven't anyone ask me about that. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be such a headache. They should get their own equipment. When I worked for a company, I hated that I had to use their stuff. I had my own stuff, and they're like, "No, we have a look we want you to keep." And like, well, it's terrible. The look was 2 speakers on a pole, a coffin with CDJs, and then tripod and a pole, and there were hanging lights, disco ball, pin spots, jellies. It looked terrible. Yeah, right now it's not. It's an add-on. So I think what's going on, why I'm booking them later, is people are like, all right, we got everything paid for. We got a little extra. Let's get that photo booth. You know, I got an amen from my boy. Dude. All right, guess what? I think, did I tell you this? It's in my contract, or it's in my app now. I don't do it. I don't dismiss tables. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I had to do it last week. I hate it. I fucking hate dismissing tables. There's no reason that should be the goddamn DJ's job. Why is that not the caterer's job? That's food. Whatever the guy was, I was this close to buying those buzzers that guy put up on DJ Idea Sharing or the help desk or whatever. I thought that idea was great. Tacky as fuck, but great idea. Handing out buzzers like we're at Applebee's. Here you go. All right, go to the goddamn buffet. I'm sitting and I'm eating. This is not my fucking job. This is not my job. I'm doing everything else. I will do everything else with a grateful heart. I'm not dismissed. I haven't done it much this year because it says it in my Vibo. It asks, what kind of dinner style you got? Plated, buffet, other. Underneath the buffet, in parentheses, the DJ does not dismiss tables. Bam. Get yourself out of that shit. Get out of it. Talk to Jason, Kev. Tell Jason. Jason, just sit down. Jason! I'm not dismissing tables anymore. And if you don't listen, I'm going to go start my own company and a mile down the road. I know everything we do here. I'll fucking ruin you. Aaron Strawn said, over it. Let's just keep ranting here. Which one would you prefer? Weekly bar club gigs, $750, or 30 wedding gigs as a DJ? Oh, dude, the 1,500, bro. That's why I do weddings. The money. I just paid off the cruise. Bought the flights, got the hotel. Oh my God, this better be a thing. This costs more than those RCF TT 515s. What's your plan if you have a car accident right before your wedding? I know, dude. This happened to me last weekend, but thankfully I still made it. I hope you're okay. You all right? You can't do anything about that. There's nothing you can do. The plan is I got in a car accident. I'm in the hospital. I'm sorry. You know, it sucks. It sucks for you, but um, I'm injured because some asshole cut me off or whatever, and I'm in the hospital. What can you do? You're not gonna get a bad review. You're not gonna get a 1 star. This asshole got in a car accident and had the goddamn nerve to go to the hospital because he was bleeding out. Um, I'll say this: if I'm conscious, right, in the ambulance, I'd be like, "Get me my phone. Call Joe. Joe, I'm dying. I'm in a hospital." I have some boys in town I could reach out to. So I would definitely not, if I couldn't make it, then I would for sure reach out to some of my boys in town. And I tell couples this because they go, occasionally I'll get the question like, "Hey, what if something happens to you?" And I say, "Great question. That is the risk you have of going with me." Okay. It's the risk you're also taking with your photographer and your videographer and your caterers. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, you're right." So by saying that, it puts it in perspective that it's not just me that the day is hinged on. All your other vendors are going to be like this as well. But I say, if something happens to me, I say, if I'm sick, I'll be there. All right. I said, unless I need like a bucket because things are coming out of both ends. And they usually laugh at that, like, "We got to get the DJ another bucket. He's leaking everywhere." Right? So if that's the case, then, that's tough. You don't want to go barfing at someone's wedding. So my backup plan is I got some DJs in town, but car accident, bro, that's rough, especially if you're hurt. If you're hurt, there's nothing you can do. But if you're all right, then I would probably call Amy and just say, if I need a ride, "Hey, you gotta come. Can you come get me? And we gotta load up the car, and I gotta get there." I mean, try to get a hold of somebody. Oh, Drew just said, "Get to 50 likes, we'll drop another 20. Come on, people. I'm at 49. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get 50. One more. Someone do it. Someone do it. Get me there. Yes. Go. Go." Come on. Come on. Oh, if this doesn't happen, who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? This is come on. I can't believe this doesn't. Let's go. How many people are still here? There's 78 people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, somebody open up one of my other Gmail accounts. And yeah, we did it. Oh. All right. Thanks, guys. You are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You bought the buzzers? Huh. Brian, I want to hear how that went. Tell us in the chat. I want to know how that went. No, I'm not getting them. You know who should get them? The venues. Why don't they have them? I'm actually going to give this idea to some venues I have. Thank you, guys. Now we're at 55. You bought the buzzers. Yeah, I agree. The caterer, the wedding planner. What does Amy do when you're DJing? My wife helps set up, but while I DJ, she's reading a book. She doesn't come with me. Once the kids get a little older, then she's gonna come with me more often. I need my daughter to just get a little older. She's 14 right now. When she gets like 15 or 16, because my son's only 7. Wait, is he 7? Yeah, he's 6. He's gonna be 7. But once they're a little older, she's gonna come with me. I loved having her there for that wedding. That was so fun. It was a lot of fun having her there. And they loved her there too. If she came, she's gonna work. She ain't just gonna be a nice set of legs to look at. All right. Um, I'm glad she laughed at that. She's going to work. All right. I'll have her help me run the photo booth, or if I have it, like, I would just take her out for those ones, not every single one. There's a lot of times I'm doing a wedding, I just don't need any help. I can just do it. I mean, Mike's not coming to all of them, because I'll tell you why. I know he can walk around and talk to people. I just feel like I'm the maitre d' or something. And it takes so goddamn long to do it. And I want to eat, bro. All right? I just want to eat. I don't want to do it over the mic either, because then I feel like you're at a pizza place. Oh, we got there. There it is. Drew, you are awesome, bro. Thank you. Teamwork. We made that happen. Yes. The venue should get them. I'm gonna send them out. Okay. Everyone loved them. Most of the people brought the pagers back to me and only had to walk over to tables after they got up to grab them. No issues except for one table went outside and left their buzzer. One table, this thing went on. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want that to be my job. Now I got one more thing to charge. I think it's easier for me to say I don't do it. And I'm gonna tell the venues should get this. That's right, Kev. Make Teddy work. You're not just gonna come out here and just eat for free. Your likes would go up if you would not hog the screen so much. I have to change the name of the show. Dinner is our time to unwind and recharge for the rest of the night. I like to connect with the other vendors during that too. If there's a table for us, I'll sit down and eat with them. I love that. We tell stories. We like go back and forth. Photographer, we all need that. I agree. We need a chance to sit down and just like take a break. You've just done the ceremony, cocktails, grand entrance, maybe the first dance. Let's take a breather, because you know what? I'm going to be on my feet for the rest of the night, playing music and setting up first dances and all that other stuff. I love it. You're talking about getting on vendor lists, sitting down. Sometimes the venue manager or the wedding planner will sit down and we'll all have dinner together. It's a great way to hang out and showcase your personality. Like I said, share stories and impress them. And you could end up getting on their list as well. So dinner's a great opportunity. If I'm walking around table 12, and I do that too. You guys hungry? You ready to go? Yeah. And they thank you. And like, all right, go fucking get in line. And I got to sit there and wait, especially if it's like a barbecue buffet or a taco where everyone's like picking little onions on. Like, well, I just want to get that many onions on. Like, oh my God, get through it. I can't stand it, man. I'm done. I am done. Could you become an officiant since you were already a pastor? Could you? No, because I let that. So you have to like renew that every year, like like insurance or something. It's like your heaven insurance. I let it slide. I am no longer a pastor. It's easy. You just go online and get in. I don't want to do that. You mean at the same time, like I'm DJing and I'm going out, I do this ceremony and I run back and I like run the party? I don't want that job. I sit when I eat, bro. The table release pucks require Wi-Fi access and have 1030. Oh, which might interfere with lighting. Oh, Brian, do you have to have Wi-Fi for those? I thought you just plug them in, so that's good to know. I don't know if you need Wi-Fi. That some kind of receiver, I guess, to get the signal on those. Soccer paper. Slow down. Hurry up. I'm getting real close to Mike's he's getting real good. And I think I'm close to being able to like send him to a gig set up and then me just roll in. That's the goal, baby. That's the goal. Okay. It's 1:40. I'm hungry. I want to eat. Oh, it's loud. So what did we learn today? Get back. What did we learn today? I don't know. I learned that South Dakota is an untapped market for weddings. 40 grand? We learned that it's okay. It's a little unreasonable to pay $65 for a ceremony song. I get that, but don't steal it. Multi-ops. Don't send out these fucking stooges anymore, all right? You're ruining people's weddings. Stop sending these stooges out. It doesn't matter if you covered the date. You're fucking up these people's weddings. Send a good person. Make sure they're trained. Do your due diligence. Interview them. Train them. Then send them out. Don't just cover the date. Damn it! I'm so pissed off about that. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. See you next week.